Most dangers don't come from strangers, they come from people you trust. This is the story of a woman who did everything right and still learned the painful truth the hard way. If you're new to my channel, you're welcome. My name is Remilekun Idowu, and this is a channel where we tell real stories with real lessons. Stories that heal, warn, and help us see what we often overlook. To my returning family, thank you for always coming back. Your support keeps these stories alive. Before we begin, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, share it with someone who needs awareness, and leave a comment. It helps this message reach the right people. Viewer discretion advised. This story may be upsetting for some. It is shared strictly for educational purposes, to raise awareness, encourage conversations, and remind us never to stay silent in the face of injustice. You can also find more powerful stories in the playlist at the top of your screen. Feel free to explore after watching. Now, let's begin. Our name was Amara Okafor. Amara grew up in a very strict home, a home where discipline meant silence, where obedience was praised and questions were seen as rebellion. There were rules for everything. Don't talk back, don't ask why, don't discuss private matters, don't talk about bodies, don't talk about boys, don't talk about adult things. Certain conversations were simply not allowed. Our parents believed they were protecting her, and in many ways, they were. But what they didn't realize was this: silence does not prepare you for the world. Amara grew up sheltered, innocent, trusting. She believed people were mostly good because that was how she was raised. So when she got admission into the university, it felt like freedom wrapped in excitement. New environment, new independence, a chance to finally breathe. Amara got accommodation in a flat off campus. That was where she met Goke, a flatmate. Goke was everything Amara was not. Outgoing, strict smart, confident, funny, and he knew how to navigate people. He knew how to speak and make people listen. He knew how to read situations. And most importantly, he was very kind to Amara. He helped her settle in, showed her around campus, taught her shortcuts, protected her from getting overcharged at the market anytime they went out together to buy groceries. "Don't worry, I've got you," Goke would say, and Amara believed him. Trust came easily to Amara. Too easily. And not long, Amara saw Goke as a big brother she never had. They shared meals, shared secrets, shared laughter. Amara finally felt safe away from home. She didn't know that trust without boundaries can be dangerous. There were small things at first. A few friends started to tell Amara to be careful of Goke, as he did not have a very good record on campus. But Amara always defended him. She saw a different side to him, and he was so harmless to her. Soon, Goke became a bit too protective and controlling. He would insist on controlling certain situations. "Let me handle it. You're too soft. You don't understand people yet." Sometimes, Goke insisted that Amara could not be friends with certain people because he felt they were not good for her. Sometimes, he would dismiss Amara's discomfort as overthinking. Once, Amara said she felt uneasy about the situation. Goke laughed. You worry too much. This is life. Amara stayed quiet because she was raised not to challenge people, not to make noise, not to seem difficult. She thought silence meant maturity. She didn't know silence can also mean vulnerability. One evening, after a long day of lectures, Amara came back exhausted. Goke insisted she come over to his room so they could stay in, relax, and watch a movie. Just us, he said. It felt harmless as it was not the first time they watched movies together. Trust was not an issue for Amara. That night, something happened that Amara was not prepared for, not informed about, and did not consent to. Goke took advantage of Amara. She couldn't even scream. Not because she agreed, but because shock and fear don't always look loud. When it ended, Amara felt numb. Goke acted as if nothing happened. Don't make it weird, he said casually. It's not a big deal. But to Amara, it was. It was a huge deal. She saw him as a big brother, and that trust has just been broken. For days, Amara was a shadow of herself. She didn't speak. She blamed herself, questioned herself, doubted herself. Maybe I misunderstood. Maybe I overreacted. Maybe this is normal. Maybe it was my fault. She remembered her upbringing. The silence, the rules, the lack of conversations. She didn't even have the words to describe what happened. She avoided Goke, avoided home, avoided herself. And the worst part, Goke continued life as if nothing happened. Laughing, posting, moving freely, while Amara carried the weight alone. Things got worse. Goke began to act hostile towards Amara each time their paths crossed. Threatening, manipulative. Goke was trying to sell the narrative that it was consensual. Fear wrapped itself around Amara's chest. She considered running away and dropping out. But going home was going to be hard because she didn't even know how to have such conversations with her parents. And pretending nothing happened was eating her up. But one day, she fainted in class. That was the moment she opened up to someone who had noticed something was wrong with her. The classmate walked her to the campus health center to have her checked first. Then the classmate called someone who took them to meet a student advocate group, a small but fierce group of students trained to handle cases of abuse and injustice. They listened, they didn't interrupt, they didn't blame. For the first time, Amara felt very light speaking to someone, and she felt some peace when she heard the words that changed everything. What happened to you was not your fault. She cried, not quietly, but fully. The process was not easy. There were investigations, interviews, doubts, pushback. Some people questioned her story. Some advised her to let it go. Some people blamed her. Some said she would ruin her future. But the group stood with her. They documented everything, connected her to a counselor, ensured her safety, followed due process. Goke was reported, suspended, and later expelled. He was also charged to court. Justice didn't come overnight, but it came. Amara didn't come out the same, but she came out stronger. She learned and understood boundaries, learned to speak up, learned to say no, learned that silence is not always wisdom. She began sharing her story, not publicly at first, but in safe places, helping other students, educating others, creating awareness. She realized something powerful. What tried to break her became our voice. This story is not just about Amara. It's about trusting too easily, ignoring red flags, trusting your children with the wrong people, growing up without conversations that prepare us, staying silent because of fear, and the danger of thinking harm only comes from strangers. Abuse can come from people you trust. Silence does not equal consent. Speaking up is not weakness, it is survival. If the story touched you, please don't scroll away. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, share with someone who needs awareness, comment below because your voice matters. And if you're watching this feeling confused, hurt, or unsafe, please speak up. Please seek help. You're not alone. As you step into this weekend, remember this: your voice is powerful, your boundaries matter, and silence should never protect injustice. I am Remilekun Idowu. Thanks for watching. Have a strong and healing weekend ahead. Stay wise.